I'm live. Yay. All righty. Welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. I had a lot of gardening work to do. I tried to get some done last night, but it was windy. I didn't want to be chasing stuff at night when the wind takes it. So today, I'm going to have my traditional breakfast. I'll be cooking some extra bacon to take with me to lunch. Man has to have fun sometime. I hope everybody had a very enjoyable, I was waiting for Mrs. Warren to show up, weekend here in the States. I don't know what people celebrate later in other places, but here it was Memorial Weekend where we pay homage to those who did the ultimate sacrifice. Oh, HP enthusiast, breakfast, many proteins, Yep. So eggs, bacon, milk. The milk I use is Fairlife, and it contains 13 grams of protein. Hey, Randy, good morning. So this is the milk I drink. It's half the sugar. It's got 50% more protein per serving, so 13 grams versus 8 grams per serving. It lasts in the fridge a really long time. This is good until August 19th. It won't make it to August 19th, but it's nice to know that I won't be throwing any of that away. So I'm cooking the bacon for breakfast and for some lunch sandwiches. I have my eggs I get from the farmer down the road. And they're laying pretty good now. I think I'm going to water glass some. Because in the winter, it slows down quite a bit. And then I had to buy store-bought eggs, which you can't always get all the time. I did a few things different on this. We got that going. We set the timer. I put a redirect in this, so after the live stream, it should to another video. Just curious if it'll work. And then, did anybody get a trailer? Hey, Burners Veterans, good morning. How you doing? So, Binks the Wonder Kitty was up here. She was up here looking at me going, hey, I'm going to start the show. Usually I wait till this warm, but she's wanting some petting. She hasn't gotten any in a while. Oh, hi, pretty cat. Oh, there you are. Oh, my goodness. Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise? I was like, don't pick me up. Too late. Oh, you smell the bacon on my finger. Yeah, don't try to eat it. Can't spell this morning. Yeah, I know how that goes. Here's Banks, the star of the show. Me public. How I love them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She didn't get loving last night. He's like, hey, wait a minute. Where's my lovins? I got to give her some now. Uh-oh, what do we got here? And a tick or a scar. I'll check it out later. Hello, Miss Worm. There's Banks. Hi, Miss Worm. Open Gardner. There we go. I was gonna see if she can try to make a run for the border. Celtic Grandma. Hi everybody, thanks for joining in. So breakfast chat today, talking about nutrition. Another healthy things. So Fairlife milk, half the sugar, 50% more protein. So very good for you. Walmart in a clearance where they're clearing these out. So 100 tea light candles, which used to be $3.97 last year. They went to $4.97 this year, and they're clearing them out for $2. They had the 50 for $1, these for $2. I picked up a bunch of them. And I do mean a bunch of them. I use them in the winter as a secondary source of heat and sometimes just ambiance. So yeah, it's a good snack. So I picked up, I probably got 2,000 of them. There are so many uses. They store real easy. What do I use to burn the candles? So, I mean, I'll put them on a plate. Not these, but I have a bunch of old saucers. And I'll put 3 of them on there. 1, 2, 3. And I put them on the coffee table, end tables, any area that's flat. And I light them. I light about 30 of these up on a cold night. And it's probably throwing out about 10 to 13,000 BTUs of added heat, so it gives the furnace a break. And at that price, it was easy peasy. But yeah, the wife has one of those where you can put incense on top of it. I'm not a big fan of a lot of incense. That's why the candles I buy are non-scented. We just have a bunch of scented candles, and it was just too much for my sinuses. So I got rid of those. So Celtic Grandma, thanks for dropping in. And hopefully you're a subscriber. If not, please do. So I got eggs boiling, 4 of them. I got 5 pieces of bacon. I will cook more. I'm chopping up a green pepper. Green peppers, I like to either eat them raw or saute them. Either way is great. Vitamin C, vitamin K, potassium. So nice nutrients. I really can't wait until my garden starts producing these. So those have been on for a while now. I do have a second channel called MacBean Farms and Prepping. And oh yeah, for tea lights. Nice and simple. Yeah, the UCO mini candle lantern works pretty well. I like that. Use this for candles. So I have that. I use different candles. They're about that tall. And this alone puts out 5,000 views. I've got one. I'm going to order probably 2 more. I really like them. Yeah, the big version. So I didn't know they had a mini version. If they have a mini version for tea candles, I'll probably get some of those too. I always remember one of my sponsors, Cutco Knives. I think they're very high quality knives. Go to the site. It's there in the description. At Lucky O'Day. Tell them you heard about it on my channel. It'll work you out a very good deal. I mean, I'll have these knives forever at the new house. I have mixed emotions, but the other ones in the neighborhood do. Curious. I fly the American flag. I don't care what idiot we get in charge. Still America. I had mine out all weekend. Let's see here, there's sinuses. And my dad was Army, my father-in-law was Marines, I was Army, my sister was Navy, 2 of my kids were Navy, 1 of my kids still in the Air Force. But we're in rural. It can be a target. Yeah, I say bring it. But I understand, I say bring it. Somebody targets me because I got an American flag on my doorstep, God help them, because nobody else will. I see. This guy fitness wanted us to get the Confederate flag just to see who we could piss off. Because everybody, it's a flag. I didn't because I'm not from the South, I'm from the North. And I really don't need to make any statement of flag, but I will fly the American flag. I also got the dope tread on me. And I'll probably pick up a U.S. Army one here pretty quick. I have ordered one, I'll put on July 4th, yeah. I mean, God help the fool. And I mean, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but God help the fool walk down my driveway and says something about that. It is Vince Worm, but in some areas, you got some very confused individuals that think to demonstrate tolerance and understanding is to put violence upon others. I tend to not go to those places. I remember in 16, I was wanting to go to DC, but I knew if I did, I'd probably end up in jail. Some idiot would do something stupid, and I'd have to hurt him. Yeah, bolts are fun. They're a lot to maintain. Personally, I've never owned one. My friends have. And I know it's a type of lifestyle, and it's fun. Next month, we're going to go on a canoe outing, which we did last year, which was a lot of fun. I'm going to bring more food and water this time. Last time, I got wiped. We were in the water for 9 hours. Usually we just let the canoe float down the current. And it's about 6 hours, but the wind was blowing the opposite way and was holding us up. We had 25 canoes tied together. About 4 o'clock, I cut loose. I said, we gotta get going. I'm done. There we go. But neither of us can swim. Oh my goodness. Do I do any swimming for fitness or rehab? I don't, but I do swim. None of the gyms I belong to at this time have a pool. I used to have a pool, but I don't anymore. Go to the above ground. But I can swim, and when we're out on the river, I do swim. It is a great form of exercise. Whole body exercise, man. I live in a demo neighborhood. So yeah, I learned to swim in Scouts. And then once I could swim, I couldn't understand how I couldn't. I mean, it's so natural, but you got to get over that fear. And it's a lot easier to swim in salt water than it is fresh water, because salt water will keep you buoyant a lot more than fresh water will. But fresh water, you don't get that stickiness on you. Well, let me see, I got about 7 minutes left on the eggs. Also got some bananas there. I need to take at least one with me to work. I did plant my last potato. Yay! So the 5 I've already planted have popped up through the soil and are flourishing. So I just planted the last one. Hopefully I didn't wait too long. And I got one more grow bag to plant. And I was toying with the idea of ordering more, but I think I'm good. I think I got quite a bit of plants. I mean, I can find stuff to put in them. But as the summer gets going on and there's more and more things I got to do around the house, it's fantastic. I find that I'm running out of time to do all these things. You plan according to any system? No. Systems are great when Mother Nature allows you to follow them. Here, I plant once it gets dry enough for me to work the soil. And I pretty much feel comfortable that we won't have any more frost. I have planted as early as the end of March and got away with it one time. Only once. Hey, Prepper Cowboy, good to see you. Hello. Everybody remember to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate you popping in. But generally, we get a very, very, very wet spring. And I can't even get into the garden until the end of April or beginning of May. And then I look at the week, the 10-day outs and see if it says it's gonna get down to like 39, I don't plant because we're guessing. And seeds are not gonna really sprout in that cold weather anyway. There's really no need to do that. Now with the corn, I did pay attention to how long it takes for them to produce. So I wouldn't have all the corn pop up at the same time. By the moon made quite a difference. Oh, okay. I plant anytime during the day. Yuck, yuck, yuck. But the first row of corn I put in will produce corn that can be harvested in about 65 days. So that was the first row I put in. The second row I put in, which was a couple days later, was about 78 days. So I put that row in. And then the third row was around 90 days. So what it is I'm going to have different types of corn ready to eat at different types of the late summer. Instead of having them all pop up at the same time and then you can't possibly eat it all. Save that one for later. So yeah, and if I do a fourth one, it'll be the one that's further out. So then it'll be the last one to produce. Maiden name was Gimmel. Well, it's Dutch, Prussian, German on my mom's side, and it's Scottish on my dad's side. My dad was a redhead. Both my daughters are redheads. My oldest brother was a redhead. Before it went gray, I had a red beard, fiery red beard. weird. I'll miss it. But what you gonna do? I got about 2.5 minutes left on the eggs. I'm going to let you know I did attach a redirect on this, so after the live stream, it should redirect you to another video of mine. And also, when you popped in, you should have had a trailer of one of my shorter videos. Sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. I don't know one way or another. And then I do appreciate everybody that's been on my other channel. Didn't see the trailer. That don't surprise me. I think it's only worked once so far. I usually attach a trailer every time I do a live stream. So I don't know if I'm just grabbing the wrong one or YouTube just don't like me. And I think it might be YouTube because my views have went down significantly. And then the ones I do get views on, they would go, what? Like my bluegill one got the most views. You know, but the one on exercising properly and that only got a little bit over 100, so I don't know. About time I think I figured out what's up with YouTube, they've changed it up. That's just kind of the way that goes. I had a late night one on, was it Saturday night? Sunday night I did a Midnight Madness, and that was fun. So I was online for almost 3 hours, and had a lot of fun with that one. Swiss German from the other. Yeah, seems to be a common combination. The two are attracted to each other. So later on, I'll be uploading a little frog video. I was getting ready to plant that other grow bag, and in a puddle about that big, there was a frog. I told a frog living in that puddle. So I grabbed him and I let him go by the pond. I'll just stay by the pond, not in it. Ah, there we go. And shut it off the heat. I'll still leave it in the warm water for a little bit. It kind of does a little finishing up. And I find it helps me, for whatever reason, helps me peel them. But, so I got that little short to upload on my farms and prepping. But I might do it on this channel too, just to try to get views. I'll load it up on both and see which one gets more. Okie Khan, how we doing? Good morning. So, did a bunch of gardening this morning. And they did carry out some water, but Randy says there's rain on the way. So, maybe that's something I don't need to do too much. But it doesn't hurt. One more good rain and a lot of the other big plants will be coming up. I was able to rototill the whole garden yesterday. Because I worked the soil so much with the tiller, it's a lot easier to do it now. It goes right through. At work, I'm going to do my workout at work. We have heavy grates and baskets. I'm going to do curls with, and then we do have a place where I can do dips. They'll probably be wondering what the heck's going on. You got yours this afternoon, so I might get it overnight. So yeah, about 10 to 14 hours is usually what it takes. Unless it swings up north. All right. Hello, Pecan. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks, we're hitting the thumbs up. And those that go back and watch my other videos or rewatch, I appreciate that too. Trying to get my views up. Remember those little commercials? Maybe a nickel or so every now and then. I'll be to take Mrs. Cottage Fitness out twice a week. Well, out twice per month. That's basically what I earn YouTube is about 2 dinners, but hey, it's 2 fun dinners. Yeah, it's windy here. Before I put any dirt in my grow bag, I found that frog, and I went and took him to the pond, and then when I came back, I'm like, where did my grow bag go? And it had blown about 30 feet. And I'm like, okay, I better get some dirt in it. So I use the dirt that I have, because I have really good dirt, and then I mix it with some garden soil or potting soil just to make it better. We just had 12 barred rock chicks. Boy, are they so adorable. There we go. I tell you, my buddy's got chickens, and they got ducks and turkeys. And neighbor down the road got chickens. I'm just not set up for them. I'm not sure if I want to do it yet, but eventually I probably will. I think once I retire, I'll probably get chickens. I do have the framework to build stay in that. So I put in cardboard leaves and much straw in the bottom of the grow bags in the soil. Yep, which is you can do. Now, because 5 of my grow bags have potatoes in there, pretty much made sure it was all soil. And I did experiment. One was all premium soil, one was all the regular soil I just dug up from the ground, and then like 2 of them were a mix. We'll supposed to have storms tonight through Wednesday night here, so they keep changing it on me. We were supposed to have storms, and yesterday afternoon we weren't going to have storms, and yesterday evening we were going to have storms. I haven't looked at it lately. It's cloudy out there, but it's just normal clouds. You'll figure it out one way or another. Bacon. Bacon. Be one weakness. But then when I cook breakfast, I try to cook extra for lunch too. I eat about 3 meals, smaller meals, but I eat about 3 meals, sometimes 4 at work. Most of what I grow is shallow root anyway. Yeah. And they said on the raised they were throwing in plastic bottles. They're capping them off and throw them in there just to fill in the space. Find some sort of reuse for that stuff. I still have soil in mine. I have plenty of it available. It's not a resource that I'm low on. Field corn's been popping up. I'm surprised he planted it again this year. I was pretty sure he had field corn last year too, but maybe not. Sometimes I'll do corn twice a year, so I'm sure it'll be soybeans next year. Yeah, I had to buy mine. So yeah, and I do buy soil to add to the soil I have. I always try to enrich it. But like in the grow bags, half the soil I use in the grow bags, I just shoveled, rototilled over the area, and then just scraped up the surface dirt. Now, soil back in the garden, after I harvest everything and start the process over. Time to cool down the eggs. And then I forgot I ran out of A1. I need to go down to my preps. That's not good. I may have Let's throw them A1. And guess what I'll have on the list? A1. So, where was I? Growing can be hard work. Time is sensitive and it's a hit and miss. It can be. I generally have knock on wood, fairly good luck in the garden. As long as you don't get any severe weather. Wrong sun. Too many veggie eating critters. I do have something to eat my beans. They haven't attacked them yet. But I know I was having that problem. So for a couple of years I didn't plant any beans. And usually I do that so then whatever was attacking that food source moves on. Because the food source is not there anymore. And then one thing I need to do is probably starting tonight, and if I remember to go grab the black light flashlight, I need to start checking the tomato plants and make sure I'm not getting any of those hornworms. Eat your maters the minute they're ripe. Deer like maters. And I like deer. What a coincidence. Now I just take the eggs out, let them dry, and cool down a little bit further. In the morning, I have a big glass of milk. Get my protein in real quick. And later on, have a cup of coffee if I so desire. Yep, gardening is good for the mind and soul, and the veggies taste so good. Nothing beats a fresh vegetable from the garden. The stuff you're getting from the store is very old, and even the stuff you get from the farmer's market can be suspect. I mean, if you're getting it way before you think they should be getting ripe, then what they're probably doing is buying it from the regular store and reselling it as fresh grown. And the guy I used to sell to, he would do that. If he was low on something, he'd go and buy it. Doing beer at 6 pence for a pint for the Jubilee. Oh, that sounds like fun. There we go. Thanks for joining in. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. If you're kind of just sitting back and watching the chat, go ahead and join on in. I do like talking to my subscribers. I have to kick the heat up a little bit. Burning down the house. So the bacon I get from the butcher. Just buying bacon, the pre-wrapped bacon is just not the same quality. Even if it is Oscar, which I do buy a lot of it, or I used to. But now everything I buy is from the butcher. So my tomatoes and green peppers and potato plants are doing really well. The corn's up. I imagine the next rain I get, should jump up in size considerably. I've been fertilizing the crap out of them because corn, especially sweet corn, needs a lot of nitrogen early in its development, especially just before it bears fruit. So what I do is I fertilize them pretty heavy in the early stages. Once they produce the ears of corn, there's no need to fertilize it anymore. Yeah, we have bunnies here. Not a lot of them. The coyotes keep them down, but they're out there. For the most part, they stay away from my garden. The cat patrols the garden too, so she went out there with me last night when I was putting some more lights out there. So when I go out there, she gives me an escort, make sure that I'm staying safe. Too cute. So today it's going to be Country Bob's all-purpose sauce. It was on sale once, so I bought it. And I said, hey, this ain't too bad. I'm going to have to go through my props because I know I probably have more A1 packed away somewhere. I just got to find the bag that it's in. Gotta let the kitty come out when you're watering. Minx is an outdoor cat, even though she would have no problem being an indoor cat, but this is allergic to cats. And she has claws. And she would tear up everything. So hubby's home, all righty. Now you can start putting them to work. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So it is getting a little bit darker out there. I was seeing some small storms to the west of me. They might be making their way out. I wonder if I can pull it up here real quick. It's already 83 degrees Fahrenheit. They're showing some small, spotted, isolated storms. Those tend to miss me like all the time. Or if they do hit, there's not enough rain to really penetrate the soil. So I don't, even if it's light rain, I'm still out there watering the garden. I've been using the water from going through the softener already. You think the well water would be better for it, but I find that if I use the water from the hose, especially later on in the year, it actually kills off the plant. So, which is concerning. So that's why now I run everything through a filter. I got the zero water filter in that just to make sure I can get things done. Yeah, Banks is coming up the door like, hey, you forgot about me. I do have some fresh water for him. Filtered water. Boy, do I spoil this cat. Hi, Kiki. Want water? Get her some fresh water. So she doesn't have to go to the pond and drink. She probably is done. Brought me another mater cage. Yeah, and I couldn't find any mater cages the other day. I might have to build one. I've actually got the material where I can build a cage. I just wanted to go out and buy one, but I stopped at the local place and they didn't have any, or they were sold out. So I need at least 4 of them. And I had to get them pretty quick because the maters are getting pretty big. What do you think about the number of reps? Oh, hang on. High or low? Do you think it's goal specific, endurance versus size and strength? So reps, I actually do both. So when I'm trying to build strength, it's heavy weights, low reps. But then after I get done with my heavy workout, then I go to lighter weights, high reps. And that's just to get the blood back into the muscle that I just tore up to get nutrients in there. So I really think a combination of both. Do the heavy rep, well, first warm up, and then do the heavy reps in the early part of the workout. And then as you get yourself tired, because you're putting heavier weights, then switch over to exercises with light weights and higher reps. So you have the energy to do that, and then that's going to carry nutrients back to the muscles that you've done all the damage to. That's what you're doing. So a mater cage is a wire cage that kind of comes up like this. So the tomato can vine up it and get the tomatoes off the ground. If you just let a tomato plant grow, it's going to grow along the ground, and then the tomatoes that are laying on the ground tend to rot. So it's to prevent rotting. I'll move this over here. I need to start eating. That's what a mater case is. It's for the tomato plants. And it's to have them so the fruit gets produced above the ground, and it helps prevent that tomato rot. Also, putting a lot of calcium in the soil helps that. And consistent watering. What I mean by consistent is they're getting about the same amount of water every day. Because if you give them a lot of water for a few days and then you don't water them for a few days after that, what happens is it tends to crack the skin out. It doesn't ruin the tomato, just to make it as appealing. So calcium, they'll produce rot, keeping them off the ground, and consistent watering. Not too much, not too little. The old Goldilocks effect. Like just right. Yeah, I think I better go catch up to Chad here. Falling behind. For mating chickens. It is not. We call them toms over here. Yep, they'll fall over as they get taller. And they say romance is dead. Ever seen the Pixar movie Cars? Yeah, I really did long ago. I use sticks and soft wire. I've done that too. The gates are just, they're easier. They're already pre-made. But I hadn't seen any. Last time I went to the store. If I get out of the house early enough today, I'll go double check for them at the other place. That's the key thing, is do I get out of the house in time? So working overtime the next 3 days. Worked overtime the last 2 days. Well, double time. Can't say no to double time. Actually, yesterday was triple time because of the holiday. And as they say, you got to grow hay when the sun's shining. Because I figure in a couple months the overtime will not be available. So now is the time to make the extra money. Probably able to make extra money. We find things that we have to spend it on. So I dump a couple of the yolks out. I don't need that many yolks. Not all of them, because you want to eat just egg whites. But usually about, I had 4 eggs, two of the ones I dumped the yolks out of. Still makes for a delicious breakfast. Yeah, pour some Country Bob's all-purpose sauce over it. Maybe not. Been in the fridge a long time. So the old saying around here is, when in doubt, throw it out. I had some doubts. Old baby's there at the door, make everything safe. Hey, so who popped in? Rabbit Curly, hey, how you doing? Well, thank you again on that. A while back, about those refurbished Duracell solar generators. I did get one of those. Today was just like new. It was a heck of a deal. So now I got 3 of them. Yeah, brothers called me. I was calling back after the last stream. Billet needs to go out today. I put that out where I could see it. Remember my Cutco knife. Don't forget to go visit Lucky O'Day. Right there in my description. And he'll work you out a deal. Just let him know you've seen it here. Remember, green peppers are good for you. Vitamin C, vitamin K, some potassium. Oh, there we go. So, Kurt was yeah, the crazy old guy benched 415. Yeah, bench 415. 475, I think, is the one that you're wanting to hit. And I got to get back to it. So tomorrow I'll probably be in the gym. Hopefully it'll be raining. It'll force me out of the garden. Vitamins and minerals are important. Very important to take. So, Purple, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. If you're subscribed, thank you. If not, please subscribe. And we're talking about breakfast. Breakfast is the one meal to really get a lot of protein in. So I got about easily 26 of protein right here in the milk. I got about another probably 15 grams here in the eggs. Oops, that one almost got away from me. And about 6 in the bacon. Speaking of bacon, I'm going to put more in. Then green peppers for 2 sets of minerals. Can you eat too much protein? Yes, you can. Good question. So rule of thumb, depending on your activity level, number one, you need 90 grams of protein a day just for the function of the brain. The brain runs on protein and carbs. So back in the 70s, when you used to have all these cults that would hit on these dumb college kids, because unfortunately college kids can be influenced by high charismatic people, so they're still used to being fed information, and they really haven't learned to go out and get the information for themselves. Burn rings on coffee, there you go. So you need 90 grams a day just for the brain to function healthy. A lot of times these cults, when they recruit people into their cults, they would get them into a low protein. Smoky kind, I'm using the 30-gallon one. I can't really tell you if that's the perfect size for them in that, but they definitely look big enough. You can buy 6 30-gallon grow bags on Amazon for about 31 bucks shipped to you. $2 margaritas, there you go. No drinking for me, I gotta go to work. This is a good thing. And then generally you can't process more than 40 to 50 grams per meal. So the whole idea is you want at least 30 grams of protein in 3 different meals, minimum. Keep yourself healthy. If you're doing a lot of exercises and turn a lot of the muscle up, you need more protein to repair that muscle. Otherwise, your body will dissolve muscle from other parts to do that repair. And that means you're not making any gains. So then you're going to probably want another additional 30 to 50 grams of protein. Best way to do it is do it through 5 meals, about 30 grams each meal. And drink plenty of water. Keep your liver healthy, dealing with all that protein. What happens? A lot of people will sit there and eat 100 grams of protein for breakfast. Okay. Probably a little more than half of that passed through the system. Didn't do you any good. Oh, I like bacon. And also make sure you get your vitamins and minerals. Don't take a multivitamin. Which is kind of a catch-all. Then I do a lot of zinc and vitamin C. When it's sunny out and I'm outside, I don't worry about vitamin D because the sun will do it. Don't tell Mom I answer the phone. I had to start talking to him in Korea. I was stationed over in Korea. So I know enough of the language to get me in trouble, meaning all the swear words. So sometimes when they call and I'm particularly bored, I'll have fun with it. Wife goes, "What are you doing?" So I'm just entertaining myself. And I'll start cussing them in Korean, and of course they don't know what's going on. Hay bales work awesome to grow taters in. Just use some old ones and put them on their sides. Good water, nitrogen soak for 2 weeks, and you'll be impressed with the results. Oh, cool. No dig info. There we go. Do I get a cookie? There you go. When the brother lived down in Florida, I was staying with him for a while, and he just could not hang up on him. He felt that was being rude. And I'd be looking at him, "Did he come to call you?" "No." "All right, you're not being rude." So he'd be on the phone, and I'd be looking at me like, "Well, I'm not interested this time." And I just walk up, and back in the day when he had a regular phone, I'd just hang up. "Hey, why'd you do that?" I said, "Do you know the person?" "No." "Then stop talking to him." But yeah. And then the other ones I like are on my Instagram account. You got a new follower. I'll look at it. It'll be some lady scantily dressed. And she'll like a bunch of my videos. And then I get a message request. Most of the time I just delete and block them. Whatever, now and then I'm sitting with the wife, go, "Here, watch this." And I'm like, "Well, darling." I go, "Well, hey, how you doing?" "Oh, what are you doing?" "I'm just sitting here on the deck having a drink with my wife. What are you doing?" And then they go away. I'm like, "Yep." Somebody in another country sit there and search the net and found me and said, "Oh, that's the one I need to talk to." Give me a friggin' break. So I did get a buddy got in trouble. got involved with one of those. I said, man, you should have known better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you have fun with them. I feel sorry for the people who get suckered in that job. There's a call center in the other town. You'll see them all outside the building, middle-aged, out of shape, smoking cigarettes. I'm like, that's a terrible job to be in. There's so much better jobs out there. But I think they themselves get scanned into that job. I remember getting into one on Jones Bank. After 3 days of rah, 2 weeks of beating the streets and selling three $2,000 vacuum cleaners, got a check for $114. I said, that didn't even cover my gas. When I was in college, I responded to an ad. And I guess there are about 30 of us in a room, and I go, oh, I know what this is. And they start with the rah-rah. So during the break, they all went out there, and I told everybody, so I'm going to do you a favor right now. You want to work for this place. You'll make them money, you'll get paid little, you'll leave, they don't care. And about half of them walked out with me. Oh, cool. Morning, body beat down. You with those warning sinuses. You're no fun at all. So I'd say I planted cantaloupe yesterday. I downloaded a video on that. I got a couple watermelons to put in the ground. One pre-potted zucchini and pumpkin. Maybe another row of lettuce and stuff like that, and I'll be done for the year. If you haven't hit thumbs up, please do. Help that algorithm. I was popping up on Michael's short videos yesterday. A couple of my channels, putting comments out there for him to help him out. So he puts up some fun content. Oh. I think I remember where you're at, Rabbi. You're in Missouri. So your growing season probably about 2 weeks ahead of mine. But it took too long for me to get some of these plants in, so they're just now starting to grow. I should be getting radishes pretty soon. And then here in about a week or two, I'll have to be out there with a chair Pulling the weeds. Butternut squash and yellow squash this year. I like squash. I planted a lot of acorn squash. Just similar to the butternut. Butternut's a little sweeter. Oh my goodness, it's good. Then the baking grease we save. I say what? Yeah, we save it. It's better to cook in bacon grease than it is in vegetable seed oil. Black Cat Early Gig, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I had to reboot my phone this morning. I didn't even have an internet. I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to do this, but then I was able to pick up a signal after I rebooted it. Also, if anybody popped in, did you get popped into a trailer? I'm just curious because I set it up to do that, but it doesn't seem to happen very often. And then I've got where you're supposed to get redirected to another video after this one is over. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. So a trailer means that when you hopped on my live stream, it should have sent you to like a 30-second video I had made. Kind of like, when you pop on Prepper Nation, he has that opening. So that's a trailer. So I selected, I think it was Binks as my trailer. And I think only once did somebody say, hey, there was a trailer. See, like no other time, so maybe I'm not selecting it soon enough. I don't know. And then I did a redirect, which would take you to a video I did for what to do for shoulders and joint pain. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to. When I pop in to rewatch these, I never get it either. So yeah, the ads they do. As long as you watch 30 seconds of the ad, I'm supposed to make a penny. Sometimes that seems like that's true, and sometimes not so much. Here, let me finish off the rest of my bacon here, which will be for future sandwiches. Fridge is looking real bare. Need to go to the grocery store and stack up. Of course, I got a lot of canned foods, and dry foods, and frozen foods. Hey, Christopher. Welcome. Thanks for popping in. Remember to hit the thumbs up. So breakfast has been put in. Today I'm going to do exercises at work. I'll be doing curls with the crates. I'm going to be doing dips. They have a setup where I can do some wide dips. And I'm going to get my workout in that way. So it's like as my day gets crunched more and more, I find that I have to start utilizing a couple things at the same time. So luckily, my job does give me the opportunity to have a lot of physical activity. Although, man, it's very hot. Generally, where I'm at by the furnaces, it's going to be somewhere around 97 to 107 degrees. So I do drink a lot of water, which is good for me. And it's helped me keep my weight down about 235. I'm kind of staying right there. Tomorrow, definitely time to go hit the gym, do my bench. See how long I've been in chat. Been in chat for a little over an hour. Here we go. Oh, thanks to everybody for popping in. If, like I said, hit a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that. I appreciate it. Please go back and watch my playlist. Help get those views up. For some reason, YouTube is just not putting me out there. I would think with nearly 5,000 subscribers, I'd get more than 50 or 60 views on something, but who knows? I don't think I've done anything to make them angry, but and then I'll have a bluegill one get 11,000 views in 2 hours. So go figure. You never know. I'm going to upload the little frog I caught earlier this morning on both my Farms and Fitness and on this one. And I'll see which channel gets more views. It'll be interesting. If anybody's got any questions, I have a wheelbarrow and pitchfork workout day today. Yep, and it is a workout. You know, moving dirt and carrying out water and doing all that stuff is good exercise. I got 3 gallons of water to carry out and do some watering when I get done with this live stream. Yesterday, I probably made 15 trips to the garden. You know, I usually put about 1.5 miles to 2 miles of walking just around the yard before I go to work. And then at work, I'm putting about another 2 miles. So I get about 4 miles a day in walking just by doing what I usually do. I do need to go check my fish trap and see if I caught any bluegill. So I'll do that after the live stream also. Chop wood, carry water, you know it. All good exercise. Anything you do that keeps you a physical activity for 30 minutes or more is going to have a benefit for you. Clearing out the chicken pen. Ooh, chips one day. Oh, yeah. Those chickens poop. Of course, that's good fertilizer also. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody who did join in the chat. After I close out, please hang on and see if you do get redirected. If you do, please comment and say that you do. So please stay online and see if my redirect works. If so, comment. And have a great day. All righty. Body Beatdown, Prepper Nation, or Preparedness Veteran Randy, Black Cat, Celtic Grandma, Christopher, Miss Worm, Body Beatdown, new people that popped in the chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm going to end the stream. Then let me know if it does redirect you or not.